Hello YouTube, this video is in response to Angelus Domini on Facebook, who's been putting out this video or posting this video on Facebook claiming that the Lord Jesus has returned as Lord Rayel, also known as Raymond Elwood, who is supposed to be the returned Messiah. This is the last part of this particular video that Angelus Domini draws our attention to. He invites people to look at about the last few minutes of it in particular, where he claims that this sign was given as proof that that the Lord Jesus returned on returned in November of 2011. A couple of signs that he claims. One was the UFO videos over Jerusalem, which were actually earlier in the year, January I believe 2011, and then he claims that this sign was given quoting Revelation 12, which talks about the great sign in the heavens, the virgin clothed with the sun, with the moon at her feet, and giving birth. Let's have a look at this video. Virgo the Virgin gives birth to Venus, the morning star that Christ said was himself. And he takes us to Stellarium, showing a screenshot for September 29th, 2011 through to October 4. Let's have a look. So here's a screenshot for 29th of September 2011. We see the constellation of Virgo here, and this is the Sun, and this is Venus, and this is the moon. So what they're saying is, here we go, a woman clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet, and a crown of 12 stars on her head. That's a quote from Revelation 12. So here we see that Virgo is clothed with the sun, with the moon under her feet, and she's about to give birth to Venus in effect. We'll see what happens as we go to the next couple of frames. So Venus is actually heading south now. You'll see Venus there. This is on the 1st and the 2nd of October. Venus is heading further south. So they're saying that Virgo is giving birth to Venus, which is supposedly represents Jesus. And that's the last frame here. Okay, so let's have a look at this. Did this actually happen? In Starry Night, I've got Starry Night open to September 29, 2011, and sure enough, we can see that the Sun is in Virgo, and here is Venus, and the Moon is at her feet. The depiction here is a little bit different, but the constellation is the same. We've got the Moon down here. So yes, it's true that Venus was in Virgo with the moon at her feet and clothed with the sun, if you like, on the 29th of September 2011. And if I advance the date, you can see that Venus is heading south, just like they showed in the Stellarium slides. Now, here's the interesting thing. Has this happened before? Okay, let's go back. I'm going to change the settings here to years, and I'm going to set that to 8 years because I've already worked this out before. And let's just go back at the moment. So we're on 4th of October 2011, and we're going to go back one step, which will be 8 years. Here we go. Alright, so it's now 2003. And hey presto, what do we find? We find that the Sun is in Virgo and Venus is in Virgo as well. And if I just adjust the date a little bit, we will find, I'll go backwards, we will find the Moon at her feet. Alright, so here we are on the 28th of September 2003 with Virgo clothed with the Sun, Venus here, and the Moon at her feet. And just like before, if I advance the date one day at a time, we will see Venus heading south as if Virgo is giving birth. Here we go. There it goes. There goes Venus heading south, just like in 2011. Okay, so has this happened before? This is 2003. Let's go back another 8 years. This is 1995, and hey presto, what do we find? We find that the Sun is in Virgo and so is Venus. And if I wind this back a few days again, which way are we going? Alright, let's go back the other way. And where's the moon? There's the moon. Okay, flick it back one more day. We've got the sun in Virgo, we've got Venus in Virgo, we've got the moon at her feet. And once again, if I advance this a few days from the 27th of September 1995, we will find that Venus is heading south, just like Virgo is giving birth. So, Angelus Domini has cited this astrological sign as proving that his Messiah, Raymond Elwood, aka Lord Rayel, is the Messiah, and that this supposedly proves the fact. He also cites the UFO videos over Jerusalem, which was in January 2011. Interesting thing is that in the video that we looked at before, this was actually September of 2011, and the UFO video was in January of 2011, so there's 8 months between them. So I would have thought that if the UFO video over Jerusalem was the Spirit of the Lord coming back to fuse with Raymond Elwood as Lord Rayel, then this probably would have happened on the same day, I would have thought, not 8 months later. But anyway, as we've just seen, this sign, it happens every 8 years approximately. As we go back further, then the Sun and Venus do drift further south, and eventually the Sun and Venus will not be in Virgo. But certainly in recent years this has happened several times, and here's the reason why. Okay, 1 Earth year is 365.25 days. 1 Venus year is 224.7 days. So if we take 8 Earth years, that's 2,922 days, and if we take 13 Venus years at 224.7 days, we get 2,921 days, which, as you can see, is 1 day short of 8 Earth years. So that means that the position that we see Venus from the Earth will be the same, will be approximately the same every 8 years, because they come around, just Venus will come around 1 day short of the same position that the Earth was in 8 years before. This is the other way of working it out. 2,922 days divided by 224.7 Venus days, or days in a Venus year, equals 13.004 Venus years. So there we have it. I wouldn't take this as being a sign that the Messiah has returned necessarily, because as I've just shown you, this happens approximately every 8 years, or at least it has in the last several years before Venus and the Sun drift right out of Virgo, which does happen. But then if we go back far enough, we will find that they will drift back into Virgo as well. So there we have it. Thank you for watching, and as usual, do check out my Facebook discussion page, Voices of Reason to Explain X. I'll put a link for you in the discussion in the description area. Thanks again for watching. Goodbye.